Hello once again, my majestic little viewer, Liminal here. And I'm gonna be honest, I thought I would not continue the series. I was originally gonna make it a trilogy, but I guess I'm gonna milk the cow. But I mean, it is a win-win for me and you after all. I think you know why. But yeah, I had basically no plans to make a video today, which is Sunday as I am making this. And yeah, I guess I am doing it now. If you haven't seen my other parts, you can go ahead and watch that if you'd like. Optionally like or subscribe. And yeah, I guess we can go ahead and get to the video. I know Vaporwave gets quite a bit of hate because like how boring and repetitive it is. But I do have some sort of soft spot, to say the least. Well, to say the most, to be honest. I don't know, I just like the aesthetic associated with it, along with like the chill music, well, mostly chill. Some of it is pretty ambient, and that's basically what this album is. I meant to say ambient, by the way, I'm sorry, I'm just not really that good when it comes to speaking. Heck, even the creators of Vaporwave made it as a joke. But if you've been paying attention to the vinyl record collection that I'm showing as my, like, stimuli background, you recognize that I'm mostly a metalhead. And, yeah, you probably would not know based on my collection that I like Vaporwave. Anyways, I'm going to tell you what I like about this project. First of all, you know how the, like, album cover serves a significant role in, like, the music? Well, this is basically what this album does. This album perfectly encaptures what you're about to listen to. And I don't know why, but my brain does this like really weird thing. Take example, the picture that you see as the album art. It's like taken from the 80s. But the thing is, that like couple right there, I'm just like wondering inside my mind for some reason, where are they today? Are they alive? Are they dead? Did they have a kid of their own? Who knows? Okay, apparently I was wrong from it being in the 80s. It's actually like unknown. I might try to find it in another video, but that's another topic. And I know many people in the project prefer the second song on here. Yes, it's 2 songs long. Yes, each song is about 45 minutes long, but that never stopped me from actually liking this project. I really prefer the first song over the second one, but they're both amazing. I really like the first, 10 minutes of the first track. I don't know, I really like the ambience of it. This is single-handedly my favorite Telepath album. I had to do this one first because I was so excited to talk about it. This album also inspired me to make this video, so shout out to Telepath for making this stuff. And what if you don't like ambient stuff? What if you like more in the middle of it? Well, skip to 30 seconds at the first song. Thank me later. I meant 30 minutes, by the way. Now, I know it's only 1 song long, and it may seem intimidating, but I know you'd listen to it if it was, divided into maybe 10 3.5 minute long songs. This is, once again, a more ambient album, but it's also really good in terms of instrumentation. It has a little bit of both ambience and, music. Now, this may seem like your basic, liminal space album that's on this list right now, but, knowing some of the stuff that went on after this, it's kind of sad. Now, it wasn't really anything too tragic, but I'll go ahead and explain what happened. But anyways, the group who made this, the Fishmans, so the group hosted their farewell show in Akasaka Blitz, if I'm pronouncing that correct. Pretty emotional stuff, but it doesn't get as much emotional as the last song that they played. They played the full thing of Long Season live. And this was a very emotional concert, and especially the final song that they played, ending their journey. Listen to the full live performance and try not to cry after knowing this. It's really emotional and great. And the musician died not that long after this, so it's pretty sad stuff. I mean, the album cover's alright for it. It's not as good as their other works, but I still kind of like it. The instrumentation within the record's also really good, and I do like the ambience parts of this record, which is towards the halfway mark, I'm pretty sure. I know some people might criticize it for being too long and stuff, being too weird, but I mean, it's worth a listen. But yeah, you can go ahead and listen to it if you'd like, I guess. Their other projects are also really good, but they're not as they're not as I quote unquote liminal as this project and stuff. You get the whole gist of it. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I am using the term favorite very loosely here because most of it does clearly sound like very ambient, but I mean, I'm gonna let it slide because I have had drone metal on here. But I feel like this album overall was like a great start to whenever it released. Because the first Watermusic installment literally came out 2001. And you know what else was in that vicinity of, era? Frutiger Arrow. And I think the album overall just perfectly matches, what was going to come. As I put it, it's basically just calm doom metal. Like, it's not with the, really tuned down and distorted stuff. It's like a very more clear, I guess. I don't know. Well, I don't really have that much else to say about this project. I'm trying to make this video a little bit shorter, but that's alright. If you've been in the Liminal community for a little bit, especially the music, you've probably heard the song that I just played for this. And yep, this is the man behind it. I decided to check out the rest of the album where this came from, and I was pleasantly surprised. It's a really great electronic record. Now, while I don't really personally find the album cover that good as the other ones, this is some really good, instrumentation. If you do like electronic music, I do recommend listening to this album. Now, I don't listen to as much, electronic stuff, but I still appreciate this album for what it is because I'm more of a metalhead guy myself. Yeah, really unexpected. If you see my record collection, maybe 50%, 50 to 70% of that was basically just metal, if you were watching the stimuli going on in the background. But yeah, just listen to the album, and there's probably a lot of treats and stuff, maybe in a few songs that you might, play a second time while you're, I don't know, in the car or something. Now, the artist does have other projects, but I just wanted to talk about this one for this video. I might check out his other stuff in a little bit. I don't know. Okay, this guy is very prominent within the Liminal community, even though he's been dead since the 40s. So if you have seen Everywhere at the End of Time, which I talked about in the first part, the man behind the caretaker, he has remixed some of Al Bowley's songs. He has with many other composers over the course of, whenever the Everywhere at the End of Time saga and his other albums were made, but it's primarily just Al Bowley. As I said, I am a metalhead, and this album pleasantly surprises me. Especially, this is the oldest one we talked about by a long shot, by 70 years. 1928 is when this released too. But I highly respect Al Bowley. He's even done stuff for The Shining. I'm pretty sure they used some of his music during that. And I just really appreciate him giving so much contribution to, the foundation of liminal spaces. Most people might not know who he is, but listen to a few of his songs and you'll probably know if you're a horror fan, most likely. So there's that. Up next is Monoliths and Dimensions by Sun. Now, this is probably one of my favorite drone records, and most of y'all might not know or really like what drone metal is, the concept of it. Go watch my other video if you don't know what that is. To recap it, it's just a really low note, just playing for 20 minutes straight. And, that's what I really like. I feel like quite a bit more people could get into this record. Sure, it's only 4 songs long, but I mean, come on. It has the most instrumentation within a Sun record that is comprehensible, I guess, because especially Big Church, I'm not saying the rest of that, there's a choir going on and different chords. You can it's pretty cool. To be honest, I was originally gonna have the Interstellar soundtrack on here, but I don't know why. It just felt a lot more last minute. I mean, this Sun record was too, but this is one that I'll actually appreciate, and I'm experienced with it as well. I don't know how much more people can really get into this. I don't think a lot more people really do have the time or want to listen to it because, as I described it as, it's just a low going note for 15 minutes straight. But yeah, listen to it if you like. I don't know. I ain't forcing you or anything, so yeah. Well, that marks the end of our part 4 journey. I might try to make a part 5, but I don't know when. It might be a little while from now. And I'm sorry if this video felt a little bit more forced in the last 5 minutes. I just want to try to get a video out before Halloween, and I might try to make a Halloween special video. So stay tuned for that. I don't really know what to make it about, though, so you can comment that down if you want to. And yeah, just like and subscribe if you want to. That's completely optional. And yeah, just if you haven't watched any of my other videos and you like this one, you can go check them out. Well, that's about it. So yeah, Penguin Zero reference.